Good morning, all of you. So, yesterday we were discussing the Hoben-Hoshi's condensation reaction, in which this is an acid catalyzed acylation of the dihydric phenols using alkyl cyanides to form an aryl ketones. So, we have studied this reaction yesterday. We have seen the reaction that the dihydric phenols are allowed to react with alkyl cyanides in presence of hydrochloric acid and AlCl3, or instead of AlCl3 we can use chloride, and so which gives an intermediate, that is the imine intermediate, in which here the imine is formed, and this imine intermediate NHSCl, this imine, which is the intermediate obtained further on hydrolysis, and here on hydrolysis it gives you the formation of a aryl ketone. It gives you the formation of the aryl ketone, and this aryl ketone is a stable product. Now, what is the mechanism of this reaction? So, we were supposed to study the mechanism of this reaction. It involves two steps. So, first step is the nucleophilic addition to the alkyl cyanide assisted by the aluminum chloride, means the CH3C triple bond N. It undergoes complexation, it undergoes the complex formation, and this complex which is obtained is CH3C triple bond N plus AlCl3. So, this is the complex which is obtained in the first step. Now, in the second step, what happens? This dihydric phenol undergoes electrophilic substitution with this electrophile, because here this carbon which is in the alkyl cyanide is becoming more electrophilic in nature, because here you will get the resonating structure, that is here this is the minus charge, and here you will get CH3C plus double bond N AlCl3 minus. This is the complex which is obtained, and so here the CH3C triple bond N plus AlCl3, this complex reacts with the dihydric phenols in this way. So here this gives the electron pair to the carbon, to this carbon, and forms the, it undergoes the electrophilic substitution. It is supposed to, here it is the nucleophilic addition, and here it is the electrophilic substitution which is taking place. And here when the electrophilic substitution is taking place, now you see the delocalization of this pi electrons, the non-bonding electrons of the oxygen. Here it's becoming O plus, where this hydrogen gives the electron pair to the oxygen and gives you the formation of this, here it's OH is here. Then here the carbon, the methyl group, and here the double bond NH, because this electron pair has been shifted here and it forms NH. Now the Cl which is present in the solution, because we have added the hydrogen chloride, aluminum chloride, both are added in the complexation, and so this hydrogen chloride accepts this electron pair from the, it gives the electron pair to the hydrogen. Hydrogen leaves the electron pair to this ring. This delocalization again takes place and it's getting converted into the further, that is OH Here the dihydric phenol is as it is, but the addition, electrophilic addition of this CH3 and here double bond NHSCl, because this SCl which has been formed here, it forms the salt, and this is nothing but your imine, and this imine on reaction with water, that is hydrolysis, is carried out, and this hydrolysis, that is HOH, this electron pair is given to this carbon of the imine, and this pi bond gives the electron pair to the nitrogen, that is converted to NH2. And so here you will get the formation of, here you are supposed to go through this mechanism thoroughly and rewrite it for 2 to 3 times, and then only it is easy to understand. So here this is CH3, the OH2, the OH has been attached here, and here it is NH2. Now here the Cl minus accepts this proton, gives the electron pair to this carbon, and NH3 NH2 is going out to accept this proton and form ammonia. And so here further you get the formation in the overall reaction, that is the product, that is the aryl ketone, because here CH3C double bond O has been formed, and this C double bond O and this CH3, this is nothing but the aryl ketone, and so this is nothing but the one of the way to undergo the acylation using alkyl cyanides. So it's a acid catalyzed acylation of dihydric phenols by using alkyl cyanides or alkyl nitriles, and so this reaction is called as your Hoben-Housch's condensation reaction. And so here we complete with this reaction, and now we will proceed to the next reaction, that is the 10th reaction of this topic, that is Cotton Bowman reaction. And this is a very simple reaction where phenol gives benzoyl derivative with benzoyl chloride in presence of sodium hydroxide. Means phenol reacts with benzoyl chloride, benzoyl chloride. This is your benzoyl chloride, phenol. This reaction takes place in presence of sodium hydroxide and gives you the formation of phenyl benzoate, gives you the formation of phenyl benzoate, phenyl benzoate, phenyl benzoate as a product, and NaCl is given out. So what is the mechanism of this reaction? This reaction, it's very simple, that phenol in presence of sodium hydroxide undergoes the reaction and forms a sodium phenoxide ion. And so here the phenol on reaction with sodium hydroxide in aqueous medium, it forms sodium phenoxide, and this sodium phenoxide O minus and Na plus, this reacts with benzoyl chloride, and so in benzoyl chloride the C double bond OCl, here this is carbonyl carbon is electropositive and this phenoxide ion is electronegative, so this attacks on this carbonyl carbon and gives out the chlorine atom. And so here how the electron transfer takes place, first of all this pi bond breaks, gives the electron pair to the oxygen, and again the oxygen gives the electron pair to the carbon, and this chlorine is eliminated, and you get the formation of the product, that is benzyl benzoate. benzyl, sorry, instead of writing in this way, I will write it in a simpler way that you will be able to understand it easily. O, C double bond O, and here we complete this reaction, that is benzyl benzoate or phenyl benzoate, or you can say phenyl benzoate as a product, and NaCl is set free in this reaction. So in this way we have completed the topic, that is alcohols, phenols and ethers. Now in phenols we have seen the reactions that it undergoes nitration in cold condition, or sorry, with dilute nitric acid. It forms, means phenol reacts with dilute nitric acid and forms ortho and para product, orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol. But when you use concentrated nitric acid, it gives you the disubstituted or trisubstituted phenol, that is 2,4-dinitrophenol and 2,4,6-trinitrophenol as the products. Then if you see the sulfonation by using concentrated sulfuric acid, we get the formation of, at room temperature, that is 25 degrees Celsius, you get the formation of orthophenol sulfonic acid, but when the same is heated at 100 degrees Celsius, you get the formation of the product, that is the paraphenol sulfonic acid. And so here when we get the two different types of products at the different temperatures. Then if the halogenation is carried out by using the bromine water, you get 2,4,6 tribromophenol as a product. And if you use bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride, that is the non-polar solvent, so here in polar solvent you get the formation of a tri substituted product, whereas when you use the non-polar solvent, you get orthobromo and parabromo as a product, where the parabromo is major product. If you carry out the reaction with nitrous acid, that is HNO2, which is formed by the reaction with NaNO2 plus HCl, you get the formation of the product, that is the paranitrosophenol, and here we get this reaction. Then the reaction with carbon dioxide, that is the carbonation, or it is called as Kolb synthesis, it gives you the formation of the ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid, or to which you can also call it as salicylic acid. And the Riemer-Timmins reaction is that the reaction of phenol in presence of chloroform and sodium hydroxide, that is the strong base, is used. Here you get the aldehyde group is being introduced at the ortho position of the hydroxy group, and so here you get the salicyl aldehyde as a product, or ortho hydroxy benzaldehyde as a product. And so if the ortho position is blocked, the substitution takes place at the para position. Phenols and the amines does not give Friedel-Crafts reaction. Friedel-Crafts reaction means if you try to carry out the reaction of with aluminum alkyl halide in presence of aluminum chloride, you will not get the reaction, because this aluminum chloride forms the complex with the phenol itself or the amine itself, and that's why the further Friedel-Crafts alkylation is not possible. And so in the same way, if you want to carry out the alkylation, the phenol is first of all converted into anisole, and then you will get the formation of the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. And then we have seen the reaction, that is the important reaction, that is Gattermann's reaction, in which the phenol is allowed to react with hydrogen cyanide in presence of hydrochloric acid and aluminum chloride. And this is the first step, which gives you the formation of the imine as an intermediate, which proceeds to the formation of imidoformyl chloride, and which reacts with the phenol and forms imine as an intermediate, and you get the introduction of the aldehyde group at the ortho position. And so this is one of the reaction. And now we have studied Ho- Hoben-Hosse's condensation, in which the dihydric phenols are allowed to react with alkyl cyanides in presence of hydrochloric acid and aluminum chloride, where aluminum chloride first of all gives the nucleophilic addition with the alkyl cyanides and forms the complex which undergoes electrophilic substitution with the dihydric alcohols and gives you the formation of an intermediate, that is imine. And this imine on hydrolysis gives you the formation of the aryl ketones, and the 10th reaction that we have studied is the reaction of phenol with benzoyl chloride. And so here you will get the formation of phenyl benzoate in presence of here the benzoyl chloride, that is PHCOCl, in presence of NaOH gives you the formation of benzyl benzoate or the phenyl benzoate as a product. And so in this way we complete the syllabus of our SYBSc CH 302 section 2nd, organic chemistry. So be ready, solve the exercises thoroughly. If you feel have any problem, feel free to ask. You can call me at any moment and get your queries solved. So thank you very much.